गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पतये नमः सीताय पतये नमः सीताय पतये नमः. We were seeing, we are in Adhyatma Ramayan. We are starting Canto 3, meaning Chapter 3, and here Mahadevji is telling the story to Uma Parvati, his indivisible part. And here in Aranya Kanda we see Ramchandraji along with Lakshmanji and Sitaji. They are moving from ashram to ashram, bestowing grace and having satsang with great sages, but at the same time, as we saw before, that Ramchandra, all the sages know who Ramchandraji is, that he is the incarnation of the Lord Narayana himself, and therefore they give him the due respect, because in their eyes he is not Ram, who is the son of Dasharath, but for them he is Lord Narayana himself. So they give their respects to this young boy, 19 years old, 20 years old, and Ramchandraji on the other hand, along with Lakshmana and Sita, they are just acting normal. When they come to the saints and sages, they do the prostrations, they do the Sashtang Namaskar, they do whatever is required to be done as a mark of respect to the sages. And this Parasparam Bhava of these three, Ram, Lakshmana and Sitaji, towards the sages, and the sages towards the Ramchandraji, Lakshmanji and Sitaji is going on. And in that journey, we are at a point, I think we covered this in our last class, but we might as well cover it again. And just one moment. Here, in short, what I am going to tell you is that Ramchandraji is going to the hermitage or ashram of Agastya Rishi, and before going to Agastya Rishi, he comes across Suteekshana. And Suteekshana, we saw the dialogue between Suteekshana and Sri Ram beforehand, and here when our Suteekshana makes the prayer to Sri Ramchandraji, in fact, actually, Suteekshana has got the blessings that he will be instrumental in bringing Ram to Agastya Rishi. And that is the story. So here, when we'll just recap from 35th verse in the previous chapter. Ityevam stuvatastasya Rama susmitam abravit mune janami te chittam nirmalam madupasanat ato ahamagato drashtum madrute nanya sadhanam manmantropasaka loke mameva sharanam gataha nirapeksha nanya gatastesham drusyohamanvaham ahaha Nirapeksha nanyagataha tesham drishyo ahamanvaham stotrametat pathedhyatu stvatkrutam matpriyam sada sadbhaktir me bhavet tasya jnanam cha vimalam bhavet tvam mamopasana deva vimukto asiha sarvataha. When Sutikshna thus prayed, Sri Ram smiled. Earlier he had made a prayer, and having heard his prayer, Sri Ramji smiles at him and says to him, Mune janami te chittam nirmalam mad upasanat. See, you can understand Sanskrit. Huh? You have not studied Sanskrit, but you can understand. Mune janami te chittam. I know your mind. Janami, I know. Janami. Te chittam. That mind. Which one? Which is nirmalam mad upasanat. As a result of the upasana, it has become purified and it has because of devotion, worship, sincerity and dedication. And ato ahmagato drashtum madrute nanya sadha na anya sadhanam. Here he says, and you have no other reliance, support or means or dependence except me. So you see, this is what Bhagavad Gita also says. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yoga kshemam vahamyaham. Ananyas chintayanto mam. It is not just chant my name. No, exclusively chant my name. Exclusively chant my name means what? That you are not taking the support of anything else. You are not taking the support of picture, you can begin that way, but that picture is only the beginning. That Ram, he is beyond that picture, he is beyond that form. And Suteekshana, mind you, Suteekshana, who is a disciple of Agastya Rishi, till today he has not seen Sri Ram. First time Ram is coming in front of him. All he had been told was, Ram will come to you, you don't have to go to Ram. And you will bring him to me. So when you don't know how Sri Ram looks, very big problem, how to contemplate and take the word of the Guru Vakya. Guru Gobind do khode kako lagu pae. Balihari jaऊं, आपके गोविंद दियो मिलाए. Kabirdas ji saying, I surrender at the feet of my Guru because he is the one who makes me unite with the Lord. The same thing is happening here. Agastya Rishi is instrumental and he is making sure his word. So we have to trust the word. The first expression of the reality was word only. What was that word? Om, isn't it? Out of that only all the words have come. Shanaya is one word. इसका नाम क्या है? हाँ? स्मित. स्मित सुंदर मुखारविंदा. You know that bhajan? स्मित स्मित सुंदर मुखारविंदा नाचो नंदलाला नंदलाला 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 स्मित स्मित सुंदर मुखारविंदा नाचो नंदलाला नंदलाला. Shanaya, you understood what I said? You have to make him dance. Smith is the smile. He's got nice smile, no? With no teeth. Few teeth missing. So, imagine the amount of devotion, dedication, surrender, a complete faith in the words of the Master. And Suteekshana is only remembering Ram, 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 Ram. Just like Valmiki Maharaj also. So here Ramchandra ji is recognizing, acknowledging that after his prayers, that yes, Suteekshana, I know you have exclusively only thought about me. and therefore your mind has become purified. Because there is no other adulteration of any other thought other than Shri Ram, other Ramchandra ji saying, other than me. How beautiful. सोचने लगो तो पूरी दुनिया का बेड़ा पार. You will go across this, अनंत संसार समुद्र तार नौकायिताभ्याम गुरु भक्तिदाभ्याम साम्राज्य राज्य साम्राज्य भूषिताभ्याम नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्याम. See, that bhakti towards the Guru Maharaj has brought about, has kindled the love for the Lord, and the name of the Lord has come out of the mouth of the Guru Maharaj, and now he has held on to the name of the Lord. Many years ago, which year? 2001, when I met Swamiji in Cough Sabar, he was having the operation. So after operation of hernia, he got up and he was sitting, 3 days he was in the bed. So on the third day he got up. Chal yaar, bahar chalte hain. I'm tired of lying down. And then he put his hand on my shoulder and I was walking. And he said, what happened? मैंने कहा नहीं स्वामी जी ठीक है, नहीं बताओ क्या हो गया. He could get it, just the vibes, और मास्टर है कैसे भी पता चल जाता है. हम बेवकूफ़ हैं, हमको कुछ नहीं पता चलता. तो मैंने कहा ये क्या हो गया. मैंने कहा स्वामी जी ऐसे हो गया that they announced that I have left the mission but I have not left the mission. तो कहते हैं अच्छा ठीक, बहुत अच्छा हो गया. He smiled, oh very good. Now second sentence, now don't get attached to me, get attached to Lord Narayana. Agastya Maharaj, Agastya Rishi telling Suteekshana, don't get attached to me, get attached to the. ये आज मैं पहली बार कनेक्शन कर रहा हूँ कि सेम चीज़ हो गई मेरे साथ भी. अरे मज़ा आ जाता है यार. देखो, and you have no other support, dependence, and other than me for realization and emancipation. And that is why I have come to see you. When you become exclusively available to the Lord, then the Lord has got no choice. He has to come. He has to come. Either he has to come or he will call you. Some of you were called to Char Dham. Some were not called. Why? Because he was already there with you. Dekho. Or maybe something else more potent, more fantastic is waiting to be revealed. In this world, those who worship and adore my mantra have unwavering and unflinching devotion for me. Sad bhaktir mein, where are we? Nirapeksha nanyagataha tesham drishyo ahamanvaham stotrametat pathedyastu tvat krutam yat priyam sada. That my name is very dear to you, and those who do the upasana of this mantra, they come to attain the highest. And in this way, such people, here it says, where are we? Nirapeksha nanya gatastesham drishyoham anvaham stotrametat pathedyastu tvat kritam mat priyam sada. And such people without any nirapeksha, without any expectation. They are taking the name of the Lord without any expectation. We go to the temples with expectation. We begin our journey with expectation. Why? Siyavara Ramachandra ki jai Pavana Sutta Hanu. Every time we get into the car, we say, what is the expectation? That we reach the destination. That's why we are chanting. The expectation is there. Did Valmiki have expectation? He didn't know what Ram meant. Did Suteekshana have expectation? He didn't know what Ram meant. All he has is the word of the master. That's all. And in this way, such people who remain even in and equanimous and mindful and equal towards everything. What is everything? In your mind, always opposite thoughts will appear, good and bad, gain and loss, hunger and thirst, day and night. Everything that you perceive in this world is by way of opposites. And equanimity means, evenness of the mind means, mindfulness means, that witnessing of the mind means, being a sakshi means that you are undisturbed by the vagaries of the mind, undisturbed, uninfluenced, not under the slavery of the opposites. That is the nature of the mind. Nature cannot think only good thoughts. Get this out of your mind. After some time it will think good bad thoughts or some other thoughts will come. So whenever we do some sadhana, we do take the name of the Lord like Suteekshana has, like Valmiki has. Immediately when our mind has become sattvic, we don't feel, sing the allocates that I have become purified, that I went into samadhi, that I went into bhav samadhi, that I went into nirvikalpa samadhi. Don't sing glory of that. Then do what instead? Instead become equanimous. Even the idea that I have conquered rajas and tamas and come to sattva, that also has to be given up. Otherwise it can become a big obstacle in our journey, and only then, when we become a witness or equanimous towards all, equanimity is in the mind. Okay, another word for equanimity is being sakshi. But who is sakshi? Is it Atma which is sakshi? Then from Atma's point of view, there is no other. So when we say witness, sakshi, who is this? This fellow. This is the mind. Mind, breath and body. Everything that is experienced by these three, well actually these two are in this fellow, in the mind. And this I thought, this idea of I is also in the mind. So mind is what? It is a game of subject-object relationship. Every thought that appears in your mind is a product of the triad. Remember? Subject, object and instrument of knowledge. So seer, seen, seeing, hearer, heard, hearing, taster, tasted, tasting, speaker, spoken to, speaking. Can understand? Experiencer, experienced, experiencing. Knower, known, knowing. So who is this knower? This fellow is the knower. Before he was under the clutches of all the thoughts in the mind. And the thoughts were of survival, of good, bad, all that I said before. Then at the breath level, so at the mind level it is raga dvesh. At the breath level it is hunger and thirst. At the body level it is heat and cold. Okay? But heat and cold and hunger and thirst are also in the mind only. It's like, you are looking at a dream, and in the dream you have imagined that you are one of the dream bodies I am. See? Same thing has happened here. Lucky, in dream you can't see your body. Have you ever seen your body in dream? कोशिश करो. नहीं ना? Mummy's body, daddy's body? No. So you don't dream. You do? And what do you see? Gods? Anyway, I will not allow you to imagine. And thus, as when this I remains undisturbed by the objects, eventually it goes back to its source. And this is liberation. This is when all these have got no power, because this fellow is equanimous. What is opposite of equanimity? Yes. So equanimity means undisturbed, uninfluenced by the thoughts of the mind or the body, breath and mind. Opposite of that will be disturbed by these three, influenced by these three, attached to these three, desiring these three, isn't it? Taking the name of the Lord Ram, Bhagavan is telling that one who becomes equitable, one who becomes equanimous, one who becomes sakshi of these, eventually is absorbed into me by me. What is that? Our problem is we want to know what is that absorption. What will happen when that happens? Nobody can tell you. Nobody can tell you when you are eating food, when you will be full. Nobody can tell you. Only you will come to know when you are full, isn't it? And thus, as a result, is absorbed. And such a person who is involved in infinite and endless truth, contemplating on the truth about me and my form, here he is telling suteekshana, I do give my darshan, my vision to them regularly. Bhagwan Ram is giving you this, giving the devotees this assurance that if you ananyas chintayanto mam, if you do that, I will take care. I will come and give you darshan again and again. Those people who recite with dedication this stotra you have said for me in my honor, they get my pristine, pure, they will get pure devotion towards me and eventually enlightenment. This is the assurance that Sri Ram is giving to Suteekshana. And if you want the stotra, it's a long one. You see it in Adhyatma Ramayan, Aranya Kanda Canto 2. In that it comes, where seeing Sri Ram, he has the divine vision and he is putting it in the words. Impromptu they are coming out of his mouth and it became a prayer. That is true prayer. Prayer is not that you read from a book, by heart it, and then mere to giridhar gopal dusra no koi. वो भी रोते रोते गाते हैं, है ना? हंस के गाना है, रोते हुए गाना है. Tears of joy must come out. Horripilation should be there. Eyes must twinkle. That will only happen when you are seeing the Lord right in front of your eyes. Others can't see, but you are seeing it. You are so at one ment with the Divine Lord that there is no cognition of anything else at that moment. And this experience you have. When you go to sleep, there is no cognition of everything in the world. Children, family, relatives, body issues, hunger, कल सुबह खा लेंगे, अभी सो जाओ. Headache, that also you give it up. Because you're focused on sleep. आ जाओ. Hello. Come in. Because you are focused on sleep. You are completely surrendered to sleep. But it takes you into ignorance. Here we are saying that you completely, Bhagavan is saying that you have attained full emancipation and salvation. even while you are still alive, O Suteekshana. Dekho, Bhagwan himself is telling. Now, which Ram is telling this? Is it the Sita's Ram? Is it the Lakshmana's brother? Is it the Dasharath Nandan Ram? Or is it Ram, the Narayana, the Ishvara? Can others see that? Can other people who are there in the ashram, can they see Sri Ram? Yes, they see Dasharath Nandan Ram. But the dialogue that is taking place between Suteekshana and Sri Ram, it is special. It is unique. Time has stopped. And both of them are having a chat. And you gain complete liberation from this samasta sansara samudratara. You have Ram is the nauka, Sri Ram is the nauka, and he has passed by the virtue of merely worshipping and having sincere devotion towards me. How beautiful it is. Sad bhaktir me bhavet tasya jnanam cha vimalam bhavet tvam mamopasana deva vimuktosi sarvataha. Hello. Who is this grown up girl? Auntie? She'll stop talking to me. Is it Auntie Lavanya? And having said this, just towards the end, he says, Dehante mama sayujyam lapsyase natra sanshayah gurum te drashtumichhami yagastyam muninayakam kinchit kalam tatra vastum mano me tvarayatyalam. So just stop here. When you leave your mortal body, you shall without doubt attain my supreme blissful, peaceful and holy and divine feet. But now I wish to meet your exalted Guru, Sage Agastya. What did Agastya tell Suteekshana? That you chant Ram, Ram will come to you. And you will be instrumental in bringing the Lord to me. I cannot have darshan of the Lord if it is not brought by Suteekshana, my shishya. कितना बड़ा responsibility है. That my Guru cannot have Lord's darshan if I don't bring Suteekshana to my Guru Maharaj. So here, before Suteekshana says that, the Lord himself is, he is Trikaldarshi, so he knows. So he says, you will certainly get, before you leave your body, to merge into me, first you take me to your Guru Maharaj. I want to have his darshan and my heart is eager. Kinchit kalam tatra vastum mano ve tvarayat yalam. And my heart is eager to spend some days living with him. Who is saying? Sri Ram. Sri Ram is saying that I am eager to meet your Guru. Wow. How great a disciple Suteekshana is. How much greater the Guru Maharaj will be. And to that Guru Maharaj, the Ramchandraji is saying, I want to spend some time living with him. Suteekshnopi tathetyaha shvogameshyasi raghava aham apyagamishyami cherat drishto mahamunihi adha prabhate munina sameto ramasasi. Oh, wrong tune. Adha prabhate munina sameto ramasasita saha lakshmanena agastya sambhashanalo lamanasaha shanairagastyanuja mandiram yayau. Suteekshana, when he heard these words of Sri Ram, Suteekshana he says, all right, we shall go there tomorrow. I have also not seen him for my Guru Maharaj for a long time. Hence, I shall also come with you and show you the way to his ashram. At the crack of the dawn, Atha Prabhate Munina Sameto Ramaha Sasit Saha Lakshmanena. When the Atha, now when the morning dawn broke, Suteekshana along the Munina and the various Munis, Sameto along with Ram, Sita and Lakshman, they started towards the ashram. Agastya Sambhashana Lola Manasaha Shanair Agastyanuja Mandiram Yayau. And Suteekshana quickly and eagerly made the way towards the ashram of Sage Agastya, and a younger brother named Agnijiva to meet and talk with the former sage. And with this, now we enter into the third chapter or the third canto of the Aranya Kanda. Sri Ram at Sage Agastya's hermitage. Don't forget, the story is not, one story is I am telling you. Second story is Lord Shiva is telling Parvati. And remember how this began. Lord Shiva was sitting in meditation and Parvati ji was waiting. After marriage, every girl wants to be adored by her husband. But her husband was eyes closed. So instead of getting angry with him, instead of saying something offhandish, instead she thought that what could be more so interesting, so fascinating, that my husband doesn't want to look at the beauty of the whole world, that is me. So that what he is thinking or contemplating on with his eyes closed must be more fascinating, more beautiful than anything else in this world. Understand, the source of this whole world, this beautiful world which you call world, is our Uma Parvati. She is the source. She is the Adi Shakti. She is the Mahamaya. So she asks, "O Lord, what is that which is so wonderful? I would also like to know that wonderful thing on which you are meditating upon and not interested in opening your eyes." If she says not opening your eyes to look at me, ahankar aa gaya na fir. So instead she also shows interest in seeing what he is saying. Then he says, it is my beloved Ram. Ram, who is Ram? Then the story began. Adhyatma Ramayan. Shri Mahadeva Uvacha Atha Rama Suteekshnena Janakya Lakshmanena Cha Agastyasyanujasthanam Madhyahne Samapadyata Tena Sampujita Samyak Bhuktva Moola Faladikam Paredyuprataruthaya Jagmuste Agastya Mandalam. Lord Shiva said, "O Parvati, my dear, that afternoon," that is, which afternoon is this? The next day, when they got up in the morning, and the Muni Kumaras and Suteekshana and Ram, Lakshman, Sita and the other Muni Kumaras, they all went to Agastya ashram. By the time they reached, it was afternoon. That afternoon, Sri Ram, accompanied by Suteekshana and Lakshman, reached the place of the younger brother of the sage Agastya en route to the latter's hermitage. The younger brother, the next one is Tena Sampujita Samyak Bhuktva Moola Faladikam. There, when they reached there, the younger brother of the sage, who the name is Agnijiva, that is the younger brother of the sage. He worshipped and respected and offered them some refreshments because they have been walking. And next day, as soon as they got up, now this is the third day. Third day, they got up and moved to reach the ashram of Sage Agastya. सर्वर्तु फलपुष्पाढ्यं नानामृगगणैर्युतं पक्षिसङ्घैश्च विविधैः नादितं नन्दनोपमं ब्रह्मर्षिर्भिर्देवर्षिभिः सेवितं मुनिमन्दिरैः सर्वतोऽलङ्कृतं साक्षात् ब्रह्मलोकमिवावरम्. That hermitage was full of fruits, sarvatu phala pushpadhyam, nana mruga ganair yutam. The ashram was full of flowers, fruits, and of all various types, and all the animals friendly to each other and moving around together and not animous to each other. That means there was complete harmony in the ashram. And all the birds sounds echoed, reverberated, the chirping was going on, and it resembled the Nandan in its beauty and majesty. What is this? This is the ashram of Agastya Rishi. It was served by Brahma Rishis, exalted sages and seers who were of a stature equivalent to Lord Brahma, the creator. Oh, Sage Agastya is being served by brahmacharis who are Brahma Rishis. They feel that it is their honor to serve Sage Agastya. And who are these Brahma Rishis? They are equivalent to Brahmaji, the creator. And Devarshis, the exalted sages and seers who had attained the stature and power possessed by gods. Brahma Rishi, Devarshi Narad, for example, and this way, the ashram of Sage Agastya, Brahmarshi Bhir Devarshibhi Sevitam Muni Mandiraihi. So the Muni's ashram was like a mandira, was like a temple where the sevaks were all the Brahmarshis and Devarshis. Sarvatolankritam sakshat brahmalokam ivaparam. And nay, the ashram, the abode of Agastya Rishi was similar to that of Brahmalok, not short of anything else. Even though the sage monastery, the sage's ashram is a monastery. What happens in ashram? Gurukul is there, students are there, continuous Vedic chanting is going on, classes are going on. Yet, this place is can give is similar to the Brahmalok. Bahirevashramasyath sthitva ramo bravin munim suteekshana gachatvam shighram agatam mam nivedaya Agastya muni varyaya sitaya lakshmanena cha mahaprasada ityuktva suteekshana prayayau guroh. Staying outside the periphery of the image, Sri Ram said to Suteekshana, Bahireva ashrama syatha sthitva ramo abravin munim. Which munim? Agastya. Which case? Munim? Accusative. Okay. So what did he tell to the Muni Suteekshana? That I will stay outside. What do you do? Suteekshana gachatvam shighram. Quickly go inside the ashram. Agatam mam niveda. And give my pranams to the sage and tell him that I have come. Because Ramchandraji is also eager to meet. So immediately inform him about myself, Sita and Lakshman who have come. Agastya Muni Varyaya Sitaya Lakshmanena cha. And inform them about our arrival, that Sita and Lakshmana have also come. Mahaprasada ityuktva suteekshana prayayau guru. and saying it is a very happy news, he hastened to Guru's place. He quickly ran towards Guru's place because it is his job. Just like every person, every god has a job description. What was the job description? Sun god is to light up the world. Brahma's job is to create the world. Vishnu's is to maintain the world. Shivji's job is to destroy the world. And what is the job of Lakshmi, Saraswati and Saraswati, Lakshmi and Parvati? To create confusion. Confusion is continuously present opposites. What is the job of Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh? To remain equanimous. How do they remain equanimous? By contemplating on Ram. How does Vishnu remain equanimous? By continuously meditating on Shiva. So what is the secret here for you and me? That you don't get worried. This is what came before. Ramchandraji told, don't get concerned, don't get worried, don't get influenced by the world. It is like that only. And the only way to not be influenced is not, no, I don't want to be influenced. You will get influenced. In fact, that statement is because of you are influenced. Then what is to be done? Hold on to something which is greater than this. And that is Ram. That is Shiva. That is Narayana. And therefore, he quickly went inside. Verse 7 and 8. Ashramam tvaraya tatra rushi sangha samavrutam upavishtam rama bhaktaihi visheshena samayutam vyakhyayata raman मैं ठीक है बोला ना व्याख्यात राम मंत्रार्थ शिष्येभ्यश्चाति भक्तितः दृष्टवागस्त्य मुनिश्रेष्ठम सुतीक्ष्ण प्रययौ मुनेः. When he reached the spot, he saw that the most exalted sage Agastya was seated, surrounded by a group of sages, and especially those devoted to Sri Ram. All such sages who were devoted to Sri Ram were sitting around sage Agastya, and most probably the conversation must be about Sri Ram only. How great he is, that we have heard about Sri Ram, that he is etc., etc., etc. And was explaining to them Vyakhyata Rama Mantrartha Shishya Bhashchati Bhaktita. And what is Sage Agastya doing? He is explaining to them and teaching them the meaning and various connotations of the Rama Mantra. Dekho, he has already instructed Suteekshana to take the name of Ram. What is he doing? Also singing the glory of the Lord Ram only. And how is he singing? He is not doing japa. He has done the japa. He knows. He is Trikaldarshi, Agastya Muni. What is Shiva doing? Lord Shiva doing? He knows who Ram is. But what is he doing? Spreading the glory of Sri Ram through his Parvati, through his Shakti. Okay. What is he doing? Same thing. He knows. But through the words you spread. So he is spreading the word and invoking the love, devotion, dedication in the hearts of all the disciples who are already Ram Bhaktas. At this moment, Suteekshana approached him while he is speaking of Ram. While the Muni Kumaras or other sages, they are listening to Sri Ram. That means Ramamaya Vatavaran. The whole place is Ramamaya. And at that moment, Suteekshana has come. He approaches and Dandavat pranipatyaha vinayavanatas studhihi Ramo Dasharathir Brahman Sitaya Lakshmanena Cha Agato Darshanartham Te Bahistishthati Sanjalihi. Showing his respect, Dandavat Pranipatyaha. So immediately falling prostrate in front of his Guru Maharaj like a stick. Vinayavanata Sudhi, that wise suteekshana, immediately with humility fell at his feet and said, Ramo Dasharathir Brahman, O Brahman, O Brahmana, O the great one, Rama and Sita and Lakshman have come for your darshan. Agato darshanartham te bahistishthati sanjalihi, and they have come to meet you and they are standing outside the ashram with folded hands. In other words, they are waiting outside, eager to meet you. Eager to meet you. Folded hands means that. What does this mean? What does this mean? Lavanya, what does this mean? Namaskar, no? Yeah. So namaskar, when in our culture, what does namaskar mean? That my heart and your heart, let it come together. My mind and your mind, let it come together, or is one. Not even come together, it is one. The soul, my soul and your soul is one. My Atma and your Atma is one. And if you say, what about body? Is my body and your body one? Yes, because this body is made up of what? Space, air, fire, water, earth. These are the 5 elements that go into the body. Is your body also made up of the same 5 elements? So, got it? You can impress your friends. Here it is a note given that just like in Agastya Rishi's ashram, all elderly disciples were there. Brahma Rishis were there as disciples and sevakas. And similar case was there in Atri ashram also, which was an ashram, but at the same time it was a gurukul or a monastery where knowledge was imparted, and there we see there were all young kids who were being taught, whereas in Agastya Rishi's ashram all elder ones are taught. So like in schools they take you out for an excursion. Who goes from the school? Young kids. But when people go with me on excursion, are they kids or are they oldies? Oldies. Same thing here also. Chardham all oldies. 81-year-old maximum. Parallels. Continuing. What's the time? Chalo, 5-7 minutes, 1 or 2 verses more, and then we conclude. Continuing. Shighramanaya bhadram te ramam mama hrudi sthitam tameva dhyayamanoham कांक्षमाणोऽत्र संस्थितः इत्युक्त्वा स्वयमुत्थाय मुनिभिः सहितो द्रुतम् अभ्यगमगत्परया भक्त्या गत्वा राममथाब्रवीत् आगच्छ रामभद्रं ते दिष्ट्या तेऽद्य समागमः प्रियातिथिर्मम करेक्ट ना प्रियातिथिर्मम प्राप्तोः Asya me safalam dinam. O Sage Agastya said, "O son, you are blessed. You have made my day." Everyone is living for what? To have the darshan of the divine. If in your lifetime, if you come across an incarnation of the Lord, feel blessed. Feel blessed. Many people say that our master says, Anubhavanji says, Satya Sai Baba is God incarnate. Why should I doubt? Yet so many millions say opposite. When there has been a time when God has not been opposed, even when he was alive, he is there in incarnation, that time also opposition is there. So whom are you going to believe? Are you going to believe the positive? Because the truth is, even in those asuras, the God alone is expressing. So if someone says here is a full incarnate, avatar of God himself, in our lifetime we are seeing, why should we doubt? Feel blessed. Feel blessed. Okay. Sage Agastya, who had blessed Suteekshana, given the mantra Ram to meditate upon and contemplate and do japa, he says that, "Oh son, you are blessed. You go and quickly bring here Sri Ram who dwells in my heart." What does it show you? You can only teach that which is within your heart. If there is corruption in your heart, somehow that corruption only will get communicated to others. If there is jealousy, it will come and show its hood somewhere. If it is envy, it will come and show. If it is manipulation, it will come and show. But if the mainstay of your heart is the Lord Ram himself, that's what he taught Suteekshana. The mainstay, the heart has been taken over by Sri Ram. Shivji is teaching about Ram to Parvati ji. See? What is our heart full of? Desires of the world or desires of the Lord? Desire for the Lord. To be one with Him. To merge into Him. To be absorbed into Him. To see Him, hear Him, touch Him, taste Him, feel Him. Because He is everywhere. We are not available. I stay here always remembering Him with a desire to have His darshan, physical divine vision of the Lord and not nirgun nirakar. I want to have sagun sakar darshan. And for that the job was bestowed to Suteekshana. And since I have sent you, I am waiting here. Only singing His glory. The satsang was going on about Sri Ram only. And suddenly his disciple Suteekshana comes and says, Ramchandraji is waiting outside. Can you imagine the picture in front of your eyes? The serial will be episode number so and so going on as we are going. Aranya Kanda, chapter 3, third episode. He saying this and not waiting for Suteekshana to bring Sri Ram to that spot, he, Sage Agastya himself got up from the Vyaspeeth, where we sit is called Vyaspeeth. He got up and came to Sri Ram accompanied by other hermits and sages. The urgency was so much. I am a elderly sage. Ram is only 19 years old. It doesn't, remember the Tsangdev? Tsangdev Maharaj, 1400 years old. Didn't know. Should I call? I want to write a letter to Jnaneshwar Maharaj. But Jnaneshwar Maharaj is only 10 years old. What should I write? Respected sir. How can I write respected sir? I am 1400 years old. He is only 10 years old. How can I say respected sir to him? He looks small. It doesn't look nice. People will laugh at me. Acha, then I will say my child. But how can I say my child also? People say he is a realized master. After 1400 years of sadhana, he is confused about how to address another person. Same is here. Same is here. There is no confusion here. Sangdev was confused how to address. Agastya is not confused. The urgency is so much that he did not, even though he told Suteekshana, you go and call him, bring them in straight away. But before Suteekshana could even turn and walk towards the gate, Agastya Muni himself got up and in that urgency ran towards the gate, having no arrogance of his knowledge, of his age, of his wisdom, nothing. Same way we see, eventually, Sangdev Maharaj also, he when Jnaneshwar Maharaj filled up that blank piece of paper, wrote these 65 verses and sent it back to Sangdev Maharaj immediately comes, he says, I have to meet this young boy. This is where I'll find my answers. See? He said to him most reverentially and devotedly. What did he say? Agachcharam bhadram te dishtya te dyasamagamaha priyati thirgamama praptoho asyadya me safalam dinam. O Sri Ram, come, be blessed with all the welfares and auspiciousness. It is a great fortune and privilege that we have your company today. Today is most rewarding and fulfilling for us because I have got you, who is most dear and loving, as my guest of honor. Priyatir thir mama. Priya atithir mama. Priya atithir mama. You are the most dearest guest of mine. See? Now, we might as well complete this part because he went with urgency. Let's see what is the state of Sri Ram when Agastya Rishi comes in front of him. Ramopi muni mayantam drishtva. One moment. क्यों नहीं चल रहा भैया? रामोऽपि मुनिमायान्तं दृष्ट्वा हर्षसमाकुलः सीतया लक्ष्मणेनापि दण्डवत्पतितो भुवि द्रुतमुत्थाप्य मुनिराड् राममालिङ्ग्य भक्तितः तद्गत्रस्पर्श जह्लादः Sravannetra Jalakulaha. When Sri Ram saw Sage coming towards him, he was also exhilarated. Sage was coming with urgency, and in the heart of Ramchandraji there is exhilaration. His heart is beating that he has heard about this great sage for long, and joyfully, before he could do anything to him, कि उनको माला डाले, उनको भगवान आगे चलो पैर पड़ लेते हैं, let's catch his feet. Ramchandra ji, the moment he saw, he lay flat, dandavat pranam to sage Agastya, like a stick. Then the king among sages, Munirad, lifted Sri Ram and embraced him affectionately. Dhrutamutthapya Munirad. Ramam bhaktitaha. Ramam alingya. Alingya means like Ram and Hanumanji when they first met, when Ramchandra showed Hanumanji showed him his real form, and Ramchandra ji saw him and showed him his real form, that of that of Chaturbhuj Narayan. So after that, when both of them showed their real form, they embraced each other. Alingya. Alingya is not कभी कभी हक करते हैं, यूं 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 करके छोड़ दिया, चल भाई अपने रास्ते जा ना. आलिंग्य इज विथ भक्तितः, with love, devotion, surrender, at one ment with the other person. That feeling, that other person feels welcome to be in your embrace. Not only to be in your embrace, you are happy to be in the embrace of the other. That feeling is alingya. Where are we? Affectionately and devotionally, the bliss and happiness that he derived by the touch with the divine body of Sri Ram made the sage's eyes well up with tears, thrill and ecstasy. See? This time it happened so many times when we were in Char Dham. You do the hard work of climbing up. And after that, when you see the Lord, I'll give you one example. We all did, but special one example comes out. Suruj, you know Suruj, Prashila, and Suruj's sister, Kiran. They all walked up 22 kilometers. They were exhausted. The moment they came, they were looking very exhausted. They couldn't even stand. And I was standing there on the steps of the temple waiting, and I hugged every one of them. I said, go quickly before I'd just taken everyone to show the temple, and I said, go quickly before it closes. Means before the arti begins. And they quickly went. Someone, Madhav must have helped them. So they went there, and the priest said, go, 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 go. And Prashila started crying there. She said, we walked 22 kilometers to come to see the Lord, and you tell us go, go, go. This is not fair, this, that. And he said, no, no, don't cry, don't cry. Yeah, you walked all the way? Yes, we walked all the way to see the darshan. He says, come from here, quietly come. And he allowed them to go inside. Garbhagriha. We saw from outside. Those three went inside. क्या हाल हुआ होगा वो बाहर आने तक they were crying in joy. Seeing their joy, we were crying. See? And thereafter, what happens, we'll see it in our next class. Story continues. Seems like it should not stop. You know? We can continue listening to it for another 1 hour. But leave it for the next time, next Saturday, same time. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Just sit quietly for a moment. Hari Om. So tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock meditation guided and 8:30 Amrit Anubhav. Okay? Those who want to come. On Zoom, not to my place. Hari Om.
Hari Om, Swami.
Hari Om, how are you?
Hari Om, Swamiji.
Hari
We are
Om.
good, Swamiji. Thank you, Swamiji.
Welcome, welcome.
Hari Om, Swamiji.
Hari Om, Pramila.
Hari Om, Swamiji.
Hari Om. Tomorrow 9, I'll come 10 o'clock. 9:30 class. Till 9:30 class. You want me to go? हाँ मेरे को क्या करना है, मेरे को ऑफ करना है. तुम ऑफ करो यार, मैं क्यों ऑफ करूँ?